this is Jonathan here from the Edinburgh Watch Company. Well, we've taken ourselves out of the office today and we're up here at Knockhill Racing Circuit for a round of the Scottish Motor Racing Championships. With us today, I'm delighted to invite you, Christy Doran. We are really happy to be sponsoring this year for her challenge in the VAG Trophy. And on today's video, we just wanted to introduce you to Christy and let you hear a little bit about what Christy's been up to in the past, which is exciting in itself, but also what she's doing this year. For us at Edinburgh Watch Company, it's really great for us to support, as a small business, aspiring racing drivers. And we're also helping Formula Ford racer Seb Melrose, who you'll see also in one of our other videos. So Christy, tell us what you've been up to.
So I didn't start racing in the normal way. Janetta and the son teamed up together and they were looking for a way to boost the series. So they were wanting to give a drive to somebody. And if you were just to give it to a normal karting kid, there'd be no story there. So they wanted somebody that had no karting experience, no driving experience, to go into the grid in 7 months. So they chose me. So at the age of 15, at that point, I didn't even know what a clutch was. So I had a lot to get used to. So I learned how to drive. I learned small parts of racing, like how to start racing lines, everything like that, and then went onto the grid here at Knockhill, and I finished the race 13th out of 15. So we thought, let's try and do, the next challenge was a full series. So we did a full series in the classics in a Triumph GR8, again here at Knockhill, and I finished that second in class and 10th out of 40 overall. So the next challenge the next year was a single make series. So then we went into the BMW Compact Cup, where I finished 11th out of 20th. And then the newest challenge was the VAG Trophy, which was learning all the tracks down south. So the first year went well, just learning a new car, learning all the new tracks. Then the second year was a really good year, where I got 12 podiums, 5 fastest laps and 3 wins. And then I'm back in the VAG Trophy this year, again with Slide Sports, who I've been with for the last 3 years. It's been a tough year this year, but at Thruxton last weekend we did well with 2 second places in class, so happy with that.
Great. Well, that sounds a really good start. But if we go back a few years ago, I mean, what kind of inspired you? I mean, what got you into motorsport?
Well, I'd watched my dad a couple of times. He'd done a couple of races in like Minis and Legends, and I'd always really liked it. So as soon as I got the chance to do Janetta Juniors, it was a no-brainer really. You just couldn't say no to it.
Well, and I think if you remember telling me that you were racing a TR8, so I mean, with minimal experience of driving even on the road, to get into a V8 powered TR8, I mean that's quite a weapon to be powering around Knockhill. How did that go?
It went really well. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a really hard car to drive. It was quite unpredictable, but we chose the series because we were thinking of something that would be easy to learn and where the drivers give you room to learn, everything's clean, just so I can build up my experience. And the car was just an added bonus. It is definitely one of my favourite cars that I've driven. I absolutely loved it.
Brilliant. And there'll be people watching this video today who, like you, would love to get into racing. I mean, how does it all start? I mean, what's the typical journey for a child at 14, 15 or even younger? Where do they start?
The normal route is to start in karting, but I believe you don't need the karting experience. Obviously it's going to help, but you can do. You just have to work out a plan, get your budget together and pick the right team and you'll be perfectly fine. You'll get there.
Great. Now, racing it's not cheap, is it? It's a really expensive thing to do. So I guess sponsorship. I mean, how do you get sponsorship? I mean, how's that kind of work for you? How do you recommend to do that?
Well, I definitely wouldn't be racing without my sponsors, so it's just thinking about different ways to help them. It's individual companies. Helping them isn't all going to be the same. It's what works for each company. So if you work together with them, it's always a two-way street. Whatever helps them, they can help you, and then vice versa.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for that. So I met Christy really only a few weeks ago, actually, up here at Knockhill, and it was just really interesting. I think the proposal you put forward to me as a small business as to what potentially could work for me, as to work for you. So it's very much around partnership. And I think something I'd like to say to anybody watching this who's perhaps in business themselves is that if you have a passion for sport like I did, that this is maybe something you want to consider. As I say, you're racing nationally now, and racing up here in Scotland is a really good way to get your brand actually out there and bring perhaps clients to events and things like that, which I think is something you do quite a lot of. So going back to this year, so last weekend you were down at Thruxton, which you came second in class.
2 seconds.
Fantastic. You're lying third in the championship just now. So very much fighting it against the guys. There's no difference in the class. It's just each to your own. And then your next race on the 28th of October is at Alton Park. Now that's a fantastic circuit, isn't it?
I love it there.
Yeah. Now, big challenge, but perfection would be getting second in that championship, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping to chase second.
Brilliant. Okay, well, listen, really want to wish you loads and loads of luck there. Fantastic potential. I think really exciting also to hear about what you're going to be doing next year, because I know you're talking to some major championships that are actually going on that will really, I think, spread your wings as to how you can do that. So we're going to be following Christy. We're going to be doing blogs. We'll be doing stuff on Facebook, and we'll be sharing Christy's success along with Seb, who's racing in Formula Ford here. And finally, watches. Do you love watches, don't you?
I do.
What's your favourite watch?
The Rolex Daytona one, I absolutely love it. Great heritage, and it looks amazing.
Okay, well that's dangerous for me because we've got 4 in stock, so we're not quite going to that level of sponsorship yet. But anyhow, we'll wrap this up today. Christy, thank you for joining, and great luck this year, and we'll keep you all in touch soon what we're up to. Bye bye.